Hi, it's Thursday night, the 7th of January, and day 7 of my journey to business alignment for 2021. Today's Living the Dream experience was learning what I did about the Zoom system, as well as being able to get another Good to Know Monday Tips video tip set up for this coming Monday, the 11th. I have it all set up as a template now, and I know exactly what I want to do for the other 50 Mondays left in this year. These ideas and answers came to me in thoughts from my two amigos I wrote down and gave the assignment to. I wrote some thoughts on, and they ended up going out in the universe there and into the deep recesses of my mind and came back with those thoughts. It was so exciting. It's so cool. This law of attraction and the law of manifestation work. So today was truly a living the dream experience kind of day, as I will continue on tomorrow on my journey to business alignment. My power statement for this morning said, I'm going to stay in touch with my new rep so she can help me stay on top of my Google advertising. That's my Google account rep. And that will help me have a successful focus group campaign experience this month. I'll also continue to work on the rest of my to-do list because there's a lot of tasks, still little ones to do, that I can chip away at and get those finished too. I got an email this morning that let me connect with the Zoom rep and was able to jump on a tutorial video with her and she went over several features of the Zoom app right there on my screen, and she answered so many questions that I have had on my mind and had even written some of them down that I just didn't want to take the time to go in and search and do tutorial reading and all that. And it was done in this video today. It was fantastic, and I'm so happy to have been on that Zoom call today. And so here's my 3 important tasks that I work on for today. Before I show you that, here's the to-do list I have for Thursday. Bam, done. Listen to this. Look at this. Finally finished this little list. All done. Check, boom, scribbled off. Done. And then I had more that I wrote down. Got all those done today as well. I've carried these all over for the last several days. And they're all done. All scribbled out. Man. Bam, bam, bam. My most important task out of all that pile for today was to do up the next Good to Know Monday video tip email and video recording. That's going to go out on next Monday, the 11th. My fun task for today was, like I said, to jump on that Zoom training call, and I learned so much from it. It was so helpful. And I learned a lot of little things where to go and where a lot of tutorials are. A little search bar I can type in and it comes up and gives answers and then gives resources to go to it. So you have all the Zoom training and all the Zoom help you can't even imagine. It's so exciting. And my exciting task for today, once again, was to go over the content page and the call schedule page of my website with Fahad and have him get them ready for when I do my coaching calls. And so folks can look on the call schedule page and see this year's monthly Zoom coaching calls schedule. I finished recording and editing and publishing the Good to Know Monday tip video, and that's going in that next email so that it's ready for going out on the upcoming Monday, and it's going to be the template that I use over and over and over and over and over again for the next 50 some weeks. Done. Bam. I thoroughly enjoyed, like I said, that Zoom training call today. And Fahad and I went over those 2 pages and the tasks we need to get done as soon as possible so I can start doing my Zoom calls once the focus people start to come in. And for the new clients, once I finish that focus group and launch the site, I got to be that ready to go and just be adding the links. So it's been an exciting day. Here's my end of the day success routine questions. Get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? I got up at 7:30 this morning. That's a little later than normal. Did you start your morning with power, though? Yes, and I started my day strong. I don't care when I get up and when I start, it's going to be with power because I do the win the morning, win the day routine every single morning, bar none. Were you productive throughout your day? You just saw 4 pages all checked off and scribbled and done. Absolutely. And so I moved my goals forward by getting those pieces that came into the portal of my mind onto the piece of paper, daily tasks, manifested them into the world of the physical. Did you show up as the person you wanted today? Yes, I did. I was ready and loaded for bear today, that's for sure. What about your personal time with Kathleen? It's a Thursday night. We relaxed. It was a fun night. We relaxed and watched a couple little video things together, and it was fun. One of them was looking from 1923 to 1920, all the women who got Academy Awards and all the men. It was kind of nostalgic, had some fun music. It was what she wanted to do, so it was kind of fun. And so she was present for me, and I was present for her. Next are my end of the day success routine accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, I promised myself that I was going to do all 3 of my most important tasks today, period, and I kept that promise. I'm watching my ads results for the next 8 to 10 days, 2 or 3 times throughout the day. I go on the page and click and look and see the views and the impressions and the costs and that kind of thing. And like I said, I have a couple of folks who filled out the form already, and hopefully I'll have 8 to 10 more participants sign in soon, and I can launch the focus group with real live people. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, I'm going to go to the movies every morning. That's what I do. And so I watch my must-see TV favorite 5 movies for sure. And I'm watching my instant pre-play of folks filling out my focus request to participate form and seeing emails coming into my inbox. And it's just so great. And seeing their information going right into the group list in the Entreport site. It's all as though it's happening in real time, right in the here and now. That's how I imagine it, going over and over again. It's exciting, and I truly believe it's going to go and happen the way I say it's happening. Before this month is completed, I'll have that focus group launched. I'm going to reach out to each one of them folks now and make a call to them and do an overview on Zoom so that they're all ready to go and I don't have to wait and do them all later on. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be fun. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing, Marty, can you do better tomorrow? Even if today went sideways getting it done, you'd still feel like you accomplished something great and were successful? Well, every day I'm taking time to ponder on my affirmations, to think about each one and ask myself, am I doing that? Am I doing this? I'm now starting to notice when I need to decide to think right thoughts and take right actions during my day because things come up and I have a chance to be the old guy, the old story, or to make that response time and make the change. This is making a big difference than just reading it. It's on my mind, but pondering it and thinking about it throughout the day is making a big difference in my daily attitudes and the results I'm having. That is for sure. Because of these thoughts, my power statement for tomorrow says, I'm going to continue to work on all 3 of my to-do lists and finish as many of those tasks as I possibly can before the day runs out, but I'm going to do it positive, I'm going to do it excitedly, I'm going to do it strong. The next question of my end of the day success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that you may have had today, Marty, you can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, today was a good day with no mistakes. I also didn't fail at anything that I can think of, and so no failures today to turn into a tool of success. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was writing up and then recording and then editing my next video for my Good to Know Monday Tips newsletter that is going to go out Monday now that I have people coming in and signing up on that request. And I got it done and I got it into the OP system. It's going to be there and it's going to go out automatically. I can grow from here and hopefully I will provide tips that improve and get better and better as I go along. And I love and appreciate the opportunity to do this. And I'm so excited that some will love it and appreciate it and stay subscribed to it. That's my hope. My next end of the day success routine question says to ask myself, rate my day's effort. I gave today's effort a 9. I worked at the speed of 10 all day, but I felt that I didn't get a couple of things done that I was hoping to get done and get them off my list, and so I ran out of time, and so I went ahead and dinged myself 1 point today, or the effort today. Bam, done on all the other stuff. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says, in the world we live in today, we need to continually maintain an awareness of those things that influence our identity and notice whether or not they are empowering us or disempowering us. This is so important. Our identities need to expand continually for us to enjoy a greater quality of life. We need to take control of the whole process through our thoughts. That's how we do it. Our mapping experiences. If we don't, we will become a prisoner to our own past, our old story. And we don't want to be a prisoner to our old story. In other words, neither of us should be the same person we were before we listened to these things to be grateful for tonight. And before I even started the end of the day success routine questions tonight in this video journal entry, every new thought is changing, is influencing, and creating better thinking. Hopefully, they're empowering. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the law of confidence, which says most people have to establish competence before they feel confident. But we can decide to control our thoughts by deciding to feel confident and achieve the sense of certainty that we need to go forward until we are competent. In other words, they call it fake it till you make it. I don't quite like that. I like think it until you do it. Think it until it's automatic. Think over and over and over again, mapping experiences that empower you. This law, when believed to be true and we take ownership of it, is how our identities are not limited to our past experiences. We replace our old story. Each of us, with effort and commitment, can become an expert in the psychology of change, our own change, the process of changing our identity into who we really are and who we were meant to be and who we want to be. We can control this change through our thoughts. And so when we ask ourselves, who am I? We should reply with, and this could change this week to something new, and the next week thereafter change. But right now, I am a creator of positive change, an influencer of good, a merchant of happiness, a builder of beginner entrepreneurs, an influencer for good, a coach, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a great friend, a musician, a singer, a writer, an artist, a podcaster, an entrepreneur, a salesman, a consultant, an advocate for freedom in our Constitution, a leader, a teacher, a force for good, a person who is making a difference, a mentor, and a pleasant, fun to be around kind of guy or gal. If you are saying this, you can put together your I am and all these things you are. All of these descripts are facets of ourselves, and the facets where we are not perfect, we can view them as opportunities for growth rather than as character flaws and just leave them as they are. No, we can change it. None of us are a final product. There is still more cutting to be done that will let out even more brilliant colors in our personalities, in our competence, in our opportunities. This is what is meant by changing ourselves and expanding our view of who we are. We need to let go of the labels we put on ourselves, those facets that are enhancements that keep us strong and empower us, keep those. But those that are limiting, get rid of those. Let them go. Next, I'm grateful for Thomas A. Edison, who said, if we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. Let me repeat that. If we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. The key to expanding our capacity to be more than we were yesterday is to spend some time each day, today and tomorrow, pursuing new and unique references, or I call mapping experiences that will in fact change us. And those changes in our thinking especially need to be positive, life-improving changes so that our identity expands positively. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back here tomorrow night at my laptop sharing more on how my day went and feelings that I've been thinking about. But until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.